Calaroga Shark Media.
Hi and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. King Charles and Queen Camilla will lead members of the royal family at the Easter Sunday church service. This marks the first major event the King will attend since his cancer diagnosis was revealed at the start of February, signaling that his doctors believe he is well enough to be around more people despite his ongoing treatment. As per tradition, the Easter Matins service will take place at St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle. However, this year's service is expected to look slightly different, with fewer members of the royal family in attendance to limit the number of people the King comes in contact with. Notable absentees will include the Prince and Princess of Wales and their family, who will not be attending the staple royal event as they focus on Kate's recovery following her own cancer diagnosis. The decision to have a smaller gathering at the Easter Sunday church service demonstrates the royal family's commitment to prioritising the health and well-being of both the King and Princess of Wales during their respective cancer treatments, while still maintaining important traditions. The Mirror reports, it is understood the Prince and Princess of Wales and their children will spend their 4-week Easter school break at Anmer Hall, their home on the Sandringham estate in Norfolk, before William resumes public duties from mid-April. An aide said, the family just want to go away for Easter, spend time together, the 5 of them, close off from the world and move on. A royal source added, William is extremely proud of his wife for the courage and strength she has shown, not just this week, but since her surgery in January. He has always done all he can to protect his family, and now more than ever he's focused on ensuring his wife has the privacy she needs to fully recover and that his children are shielded from the understandable interest in the news that has been shared. In the Daily Mail, Robert Hardman writes, less than a year on from his coronation, it feels as if Charles has been on the throne for years. Yet there have been a quiet but firm tonal shift towards a more transparent, relatable style of reign. That has been exemplified in his approach to his medical issues. No one ever imagined the day when a palace bulletin would contain the words enlarged prostate. And when that led on to a cancer diagnosis, there was no attempt to obfuscate. The King was going to change the way he performed his duties rather than duties themselves. Not a single core constitutional role has been affected. Members of the public can still see the King drive between residences or medical appointments. He likes to go slowly and there are no tinted windows. Wave and he will wave back. The 2 main goals are in early June, the 80th anniversary of D-Day and the King's birthday parade. Royal expert Sally Bedell Smith told the New York Times, the palace will make sure Harry and Meghan leave Kate alone. It would be ghoulish if they followed her to treatment. I hope they will show some common decency, which maybe they don't have in great supply. I hope they will stop speculating on all sorts of dire and ludicrous things. Kate doesn't need Harry and Meghan to console her. She has her parents and a sister, and she's very close to King Charles. Meghan has announced she is going down a very different road, starting a new brand with the most bizarre name. Palace Intrigue will be right back. Princess Margaret, the late sister of Queen Elizabeth II, was said to be deeply upset when her son, David, now the Earl of Snowdon, sold the only house she had ever owned, Le Jolie Eau, located on the Caribbean island of Mystique, to an American venture capitalist. However, she was at least spared the indignity of seeing her personal belongings, such as her riding boots, being auctioned off. Now David's estranged wife, Serena, from whom he amicably separated 4 years ago, has consigned a pair of Princess Margaret's riding boots made by Maxwell of London to an online auction. The auction, conducted by Druids, is set to take place next month and feature 173 other lots. The boots have an estimated value of £300 to £500. Interestingly, Serena, whose daughter Margarita was a bridesmaid to Kate Middleton, is also selling a charcoal drawing that was given to Princess Margaret by King Baudouin and Queen Fabiola of Belgium during their first visit to London in 1963. The drawing is estimated to fetch between £4,000 and £6,000. The Mirror profiled Prince Harry light. William and Harry share a cousin who often remains out of the public eye despite his royal connections. Louis Spencer, dubbed Prince Harry Light, lives a discreet life as an aspiring actor and stands to inherit Princess Diana's vast family estate spanning 13,000 acres, despite having 3 older sisters. Celebrating his 30th birthday today, Louis is the eldest son of Earl Spencer and his first wife, Victoria Lockwood, making him the nephew of the late Princess Diana and her sisters, Lady Sarah McCorquodale and Baroness Jane Fellows, Known as the poster boy for primogeniture, Louis's lineage places him in line to inherit significant familial assets. Born in London, Louis was raised in Cape Town, South Africa, following his parents' separation. He attended Diocesan College, one of the city's prestigious private schools, before pursuing higher education at the University of Edinburgh and later attending drama school in Chiswick, London. Described as super private and characterized by friends as decent and kind, Louis maintains a low profile despite his royal connections. His talent as an actor is praised, with expectations of a promising career ahead. Louis's future includes inheriting Althorpe House, a Grade 1 listed stately home in Northamptonshire, along with the earldom. Already involved in trustees' meetings, he prepares to take over the expansive estate, which features 90 rooms and a portrait gallery. Althorpe House holds particular significance as the burial site of Princess Diana. Although modern changes in the monarchy have moved towards gender equality in succession, British primogeniture law still applies to peers such as dukes and earls. As a result, Louis will inherit Althorpe House over his oldest sister Kitty, who married businessman Michael Lewis in 2022. Despite differing views on primogeniture within the family, Louis is poised to fulfill his inherited responsibilities while maintaining the estate's traditions and integrity. Princess Louise, the daughter of Queen Victoria, was presented with a collection of ornate keys as she carried out royal duties in the early 1900s, including the opening of a school in Barrow. These keys, known as the Argyll keys, caught the attention of antique dealer Alvis Carlonis when they appeared at a gun show in Canada in 2007. Carlonis purchased the keys for 12,000 Canadian dollars when he spotted them a year later in an antiques shop. He said, "I liked the quality and the design. I couldn't believe that these items were floating around in this province." According to Cumbria Archives researcher Susan Benson, the Barrow key, made of 18-karat gold and weighing more than 100 grams, was presented to Princess Louise when she opened the Barrow Technical College in 1903. Builder William Gladwell handed over the ceremonial item, which was made by Cumbrian jewelers, stories, and features the Barrow coat of arms on one side and a picture of the school on the other. The journey of the keys from the Barr family to the hands of a gun show antiques dealer in Canada remains a mystery. However, Princess Louise and her husband, the Duke of Argyll, John Campbell, did have connections in the country, with the Duke being appointed Governor-General of Canada in 1878 and Lake Louise in the Rockies being named after the princess. Miss Benson said she cannot imagine many people would be interested in the unusual auction lot. Mr. Cullen has confirmed that not a single bidder has approached him, despite attempts to sell the artifacts online proving fruitless. Interest in the story remains. When asked if he would consider donating the key back to its original home, Cullen said, "Maybe one day. Nobody gave me these keys for free, but who knows, maybe something will happen." And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or your app of choice. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.